not all men are looking for sex all the time. You might get opposition from more extreme feminist side. My question was about one of your stories that said not all men are looking for sex all the time. There are many people who are actually there to support and promote women and make the best out of them. So what do you think about this?
Yeah. So it's really important that we stop, like in our whole society, to stop making a group of people based on a few facts. We have to stop that, because not because like there's one guy who did something bad. It's like all of these guys who have the same jacket do the same. You know, it's like we have to stop doing these things and start seeing the good in each other, just to support each other's growth. Because as long as we criticize us all the time, we don't have the beauty on this planet that we want to have. And if we want to change the collective, we have to start with ourselves, right? So, and it's, as long as we have in our minds that the other sex is bad, then it will never happen that our planet changes for something better. So it's really about when you have strong feminists and they say like, oh, we don't need men. Like, this is not true. We really need men, and men need women. It's like, this is such a beautiful polarity, and no no plus that or minus can exist without the other part, right? And if women say we don't need men, this is actually stating a hyper independence, which is also a trauma response, right? If we are hyper independent, then it's like we are actually not able to open ourselves and to make us vulnerable. And it's like, it was never true in humanity that we didn't need each other. And we have such good qualities that come to bloom based on polarity and based on like when women are really stepping into their magic of being feminine and men are really stepping into the magic of being masculine, that this polarity can create such beauty when we just let go of all the things we believe about the other sex that is not true. That is like, of course there's always unhealthy patterns, but this is just because we have some traumas or some blocks, and when we face them, it's actually possible that these polarities can make each other better.
So how would you suggest to get that? I mean, everybody needs love and attention, but how do you balance both this dark and light side?
Yeah. So first of all, like before we can get true love from outside, it's so important that we start loving all of these parts in ourselves. Like the dark, the feminine, the light, and the masculine, like both feminine and masculine have light and dark sides. And we need to tap into these energies. And here it's really good, like, you know, to really understand what these energies are and to explore them inside of your body. And so that your body just realizes, oh, this is a part of me that is there and I have access to. But in the beginning, it's really about practicing a lot of things that we are not used to, especially for yes sayer, for example, like saying no more often. And you don't even have a reason for that. If your body feels like a no, then it can be a no, you know? And to really start practicing sit in discomfort of telling your boundary, because in the beginning it will feel like uncomfortable. But doing it out of love for yourself, not because you want to act based on power, but just because you act based on love towards yourself, right? And what is also really important to get more into these like primitive and more emotional and bodily experiences, it's also very important that we get off of our chairs and go out there and do something that we are really afraid of. You know, like feeling our body and feeling fear and doing it anyways.
Watch full podcast on Rocklaz.
Rocklaz Radio.
Rocklaz.
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 Rocklaz Radio with Tanmay Shah.